Hello and welcome. In geometry, we have several shortcuts to prove that two triangles are identical or congruent, but one combination that often causes confusion is side-side angle, or SSA. Today, we're going to explore why this particular setup is called the ambiguous case and why it doesn't guarantee congruence. First, let's quickly review the rules that do work. We can always prove triangles are congruent using side-side-side, side-angle-side, angle-side-angle, and angle-angle-side. These are the reliable tools in our geometry toolbox. Notice that side-side angle is not on this list. So what exactly is side-side angle? It means we know the lengths of two sides and the measure of an angle that is not in between those two sides. For example, if we have a triangle ABC, we might know the length of side B, the length of side A, and the measure of angle A. The angle is opposite one of the sides, not included between them. Let's try to construct a triangle with a specific set of side-side angle values. Imagine we are given an angle of 30 degrees, an adjacent side of length 10, and a side opposite the angle with a length of 6. We start by drawing our base, then the 30-degree angle and the side of length 10. Now, the third piece of information is the side of length 6, which must connect from the top of our known side down to the base. Where could it connect? Here is one possibility. The side of length 6 can swing outward and connect to the base, forming a complete triangle. When it connects at this point, it creates an obtuse triangle, because one of its angles is clearly larger than 90 degrees. This seems like a perfectly valid triangle based on our initial information. But wait, the same side of length 6 can also swing inward and touch the base at a different spot. This creates a second, completely different triangle. This one is an acute triangle, meaning all of its angles are smaller than 90 degrees. It still uses the exact same 30-degree angle, side of 10, and side of 6. This is the heart of the problem. We started with one set of side-side angle values, but we ended up with two very different triangles. One is obtuse with a long base, and the other is acute with a short base. Since we can create two distinct triangles, we cannot say that the SSA condition proves the triangles are congruent. This ambiguity doesn't always happen. It occurs under a very specific condition related to the triangle's height or altitude. If we call the swinging side A and the other given side B, the problem arises when side A is shorter than side B, but still long enough to reach the base. In other words, side A must be longer than the altitude. This allows it to intersect the base at two different points. There are a couple of special scenarios where SSA is not ambiguous. If the angle is a 90-degree right angle, the rule is known as the Hypotenuse-Leg theorem, and it only ever produces one triangle. Additionally, if the side opposite the angle is longer than the other known side, it can only connect in one possible spot, so there is no ambiguity. So, to sum up, side-side angle is not a reliable shortcut for proving congruence because it can lead to two possible triangles. This ambiguous case happens when the side opposite the given angle is shorter than the other given side. So unless you're dealing with a right triangle or know the opposite side is the longer one, be very careful when you see a side-side angle setup.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.